Hi everyone, welcome to my shop. My name is Steve, and today I've got a little video here I want to bring you along. We're working on the 14 Chevy today. I've got the parts. Unfortunately, we need to do a little nickel plating, so I'll have to send this out probably and get the nickel done. But this part right here fits on the steering column like so, and there's a couple of rods that attach to this, and then this hooks on like that, so that rotates back and forth on here. But I've got one of the reason for the video today is I've got one of these arms or levers that's attached to the rod. There's a couple of rods, hollow rods, and then there's this center rod is solid. And I'll take you over and show you that in a minute. But we've got, in order to get this plated, I don't think they can, well, they can, but I don't want them to plate the whole shaft. It adds thickness, and I've had problems with clearance on a couple of them. So let's just go over to this other bench, and I'll show you this other thing. All right, these are some of the extra parts. This hasn't even been machined yet. It's a new part that we had cast. And there's another. This is like the one I've got over here, except this one's been nickeled and these haven't. So all these parts need to be nickeled, but they have to first be machined. But to get to the problem at hand, let's take you over to this other rod and show you that. All right. Now, this lever is attached to this rod, which is a solid rod which goes all the way down the middle. It's pretty long, about 4 foot long, and even if I could get it nickeled as one piece, I don't know that I want to do that because the nickel adds thickness to the sidewalls, and I was trying to just figure out. Get the camera here. We can see what I'm doing here. All right, let's see. The lever is attached to the rod by a little tiny dowel pin. You can see that right there, but there's a little right to my edge of my fingernail. See that? Okay. I believe that's put in on about a 45-degree angle. And in order to separate the two, we've got to drill that piece out. I've thought about a couple of different ways, and I haven't decided for sure how I want to proceed, but I do know we need to get this on a right angle. So if I clamp that on there like so, I can get this in the vise, perhaps this way, and then I have to figure out a way to get past it to get to drill. So Let me think about this just a minute, and then we'll come back and figure out what we're going to do next. Now what I did was put a set of parallels in here and put this V-block in in the jaws, and I just need to tap it down a little bit. Okay. Now, put this in here. Fix the clamp on. And I think that will get it pretty close. You just have to get this running parallel or horizontal. Let me see here, I'll move you around here a little bit. Hard to say where the center is, isn't it? All right. Now what I did here was I took my height gauge, which I used to set my tool height on my cutter. And so what I did was I found the center. Shoot. Okay. I eyeballed the center and scribed a line on here, and then I took my cutting tool, because this tool wouldn't reach out far enough, and used my cutter to scribe a little mark on the center of the lever. So now I've got 2 marks on there, and we should be able now to get it level in the mill. So I'll just take this out and stick it over back in the mill. Position it back in the V-block here. And get the center. About like that. Yeah. Now all we gotta do is get a straight line across there and we'll be good. Now what I want to do is level this up and then tighten those clamps, and I think we're ready to go as far as setup is concerned. We've got to flip the head over 45 degrees, but all right. Now we just gotta tilt it over. Wrong way, Corrigan. I guess I'll I'll go get a special. All right. See, make this thing go the right way now. It's tightened up again, huh? There she goes. Let's see. Over here. Huh. All right. Let's see. Here's the story. I gave up on the drilling out this staked part here. Let me show you the part that we were working on here. All right. So you can see right there where I was chewing on it, trying to get the stake out, or whatever you call it, pin. But what I discovered was that I could plate this. I could plate this part, just leaving the rod stick out, and everything would be fine. So that's what we did, and I don't have to take the rod out in order to, do any plating. So, so at that point, I gave up on the 45 degree on the tilt. And the other ones we're drilling now, getting them ready to plate. Once we get the machine work done, we can start the plating process. So, I don't know how much information this video is going to provide, but I'm just glad we figured it out, and I don't have to, drill that piece out. And we just have to put we're thinking about how we're going to attach the new rods to the other levers, but that's for another day, another episode. So, we're going to keep this one short, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, that'd be great. Enjoy the comments.